and gentlemen, turn your speakers up. It's time for the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. A podcast discussing all things AEW and WWE. Oh yeah! Let's meet the hosts. First, a man hailing from the hub city in Indiana. He goes by @TooSweetKyle on Twitter. The host, Kyle Gagliardi. And your co-host, hailing from the Valley of Lake Tahoe. He goes by @JimTuck89 on Twitter. Jim Tucker. And last but not least, hailing from the cornfield somewhere in Indiana, the full-time part-timer, Ian Garavaglia. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram @PodOnTheMark.
What is going on, everyone? You're listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, hosted by the Marks, for the Marks, and I am your host, Mr. OTM Kyle Gagliardi. And joining me, as always, is my good friend, the full-time part-timer, Ian Garavaglia. Ian, what's up, dog?
What's up, dog? I apologize. I want to get this out there right away.
Oh, okay.
I apologize because I might be mildly concussed after today. Started off the day.
Please explain, elaborate.
Yeah. No, for the people at home. So, well, for the audio listeners, this is not a good segment for you. But you can see there's a fridge right behind me. I was in there making my sandwiches because I'm a sandwich guy for lunch. I'm boring. You know.
Who isn't? No, hey, that's the move.
Blue
It's
collar.
safe.
We're blue collar. But anyway, grabbing the stuff. I got it from the little bottom plastic drawer, and I'm excited. It's a good morning. I have PTO tomorrow, so got the day off. I got to move all the stuff tomorrow, so I'm excited to get the day over with and whip my head up. And we'll go back over to the fridge. So you see those long-ass fucking handles?
I do.
Yeah, that one right up there, I smacked the back of my head on. And that delayed my moving to the job site a good 15 minutes because I could not see out of my left eye, and I was dizzy, and we have a headache still. So
yeah, the podcast will be interesting to say the least. And as you could tell, as Jay Gold said in the comment section, Kyle, are you in an alley? I might be.
Yes.
I'm in an undisclosed location, brother. AKA, I'm at my parents' house.
I just realized if you tune into this podcast for the backgrounds, you're in bad luck. I got boxes and he's got bricks.
It's a work in progress. And no, that wasn't an intentional pun there with my old podcast name. Yeah, I see.
That was a long time ago, brother.
that was a long time ago. And Kind Says can officially let y'all know I own 2 tickets to Saturday night's main event on December 13th. Just got to arrange the flights and hotel. We will be there. I don't know if I believe him. That's a lot of money, Ian.
Hey, actually, yeah, I don't believe it. Kind's poor.
I don't know, Kind. I hope you're telling the truth.
I'm poor too.
I hope Kind's telling the truth because that would be awesome. And to be honest with you, Brett, it only has to do with connection. I have to hook up to an Ethernet cable when we stream. And if I were to go anywhere else in this house, it'd be Robotron over here. We don't want that, right?
It would be kind of funny, though.
Hey, it would be, but I think that's Dirk Vogus. It's a weird name, right? Can we assume that's Dirk?
Says Dirk.
Well, Dirk, that's a fantastic name.
Well, anybody named Dirk sounds like a stand-up individual.
What a name, right? Dirk Van Fleet.
I like how it says Dirk and it almost kind of says help at the end. Dirk, help.
Dirk might need some help. Who knows?
Sorry,
where's Ralph? Ralph's camping right now, so I am dog sitting. Jordy's not up here right now. She's crashed down there. Otherwise, we could have had 2 Goldens on the stream at the same time.
Well, he's also crashed in the other room over there, so I don't know. He's taking a nap. Yeah, he's passed out.
Oh, let's see here. Brother, I get 2.5 Wow, he's just straight up telling you how much he makes a month, and my mother is assisting. So the tickets were $800 together, and she paid for hers. All right.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Heck yeah, Kind. Have some fun. And now we got both the Goldsteins in the house. Why are you both watching us tonight? That's double trouble right there. Literally, because they're twins, Ian. It's not great.
Oh, that's scary. I don't...
Yeah. Isn't it?
Twins on around this Halloween time. Never seen the guy before either. So popping up out of nowhere is scary.
Yeah, and Dirk, I don't know why those numbers are on your name.
You need help.
You tell us, brother. Maybe you're getting hacked. I've seen a lot of people get hacked. But I'll tell you what, before we talk about AEW Wrestledream, because that's happening on Saturday, of course, we're going to get into our predictions like we always do. There was a big heel turn as well that happened during Monday Morning Raw, which, by the way, Ian, we're not going to talk about it quite yet, but I found it weird that a lot of people were able to watch it Monday morning. It's like, does anybody work nowadays? Like, what?
I was just getting to work when I started seeing rumors, and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize it was that early.
Because, like, at least our group chat was spoiler-free,
Quiet.
right? Yeah, they were
Quiet.
good. Like, Eric was watching live, Mr. Cincinnati, for those that might not know, part of the Main Event Wrestling Network. But, yeah, he didn't spoil anything, but we're going to talk about that specifically as well. Bill asked, anyone playing Battlefield? I am not, and Ian's moving, so...
I'll say this is for the gamer nerds out there. So I'm a Battlefield like snob and did not feel like Battlefield in the beta. So I'm gonna actually have to take a look and see if they changed anything from the beta because I didn't like the beta. Sorry.
Gotcha. Bill, let us know your thoughts. Maybe Ian will buy it then. And honestly, Kai poses a fair question. You could argue, is it a heel turn? Maybe it's a face turn. I think it's turning Seth face.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, 'cause it
the
was
fans
working.
already chant when he comes out as a heel, so they probably just... We'll talk about it. We'll get to it. We don't want to jump the gun here because we want to address the chat. Bear Down Bert, of course, in the chat. Number 2 right now in the MVM race for 2025. Bill Moss, a 5 reign lead right now for number 1 spot.
It's doable. That is doable, but
How many more weeks do we have?
We've got 2, 4, about 10. 10?
Yeah.
10 or 11?
So it is doable, but it would be a tough task. And
all
right.
It's a whole month. Thanks, Bert.
Oh, did you? So it's longer than that? Yeah, 17.
17.
There you go. That's why we got more intelligent
concussed.
people in the chat.
I'm
For the
concussed.
marks, by the marks. That's why we need the marks in the chat as well. And I like blowing building. Okay, all right. I can't believe I was about to say that live on the air. I know, it's the first 10 minutes too. But before we get into all that fun stuff, guys, don't forget to check out all the merch that we have available at the OnTheMarkWrestlingPodcast.com. You see this t-shirt that I'm wearing? You can get it too. Right there below. We don't have a discount code. We stopped doing those because, to be honest with you, sales are down right now. I guess everybody's spending less money, included in the liquor industry, if you didn't know. Not great.
I believe it.
People aren't drinking anymore, dude.
Well, that's a... People are drinking. They're just
Are you
finding
drinking?
different ways. Yes, I am right now. Vodka
What
cran.
you sipping on? What?
Right.
I said,
don't
what you
have it.
sipping on?
I got a vodka cran. I got a Truly for the backup. That's it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. That's
okay, sorry. Stone Cold jumped the gun. He thought you were drinking more
Sorry.
than just 2. That's
Sorry,
fair.
sir.
But hey, if you like what we're doing over here, you're going to love what's going on at the Main Event Wrestling Network. A lot of main event moves are happening behind the scenes that I cannot say live on air, but I just will say I have conversations with multiple people right now. Ian, I haven't even told you that.
No,
I'm recruiting out here.
You've hinted at one of them, and that's it. Also, I want to give a. I got Bear Down Bert giving me shit for vodka crayons. Brother, I'm losing pounds over here while having a good time. Go fuck yourself.
There's a backstory to that. You don't know it. I'm going to preface this.
All right.
GCW. I think I told you this story when me and Brett went to GCW in Indy. Not Trevor Murdoch. Maybe it was Trevor Murdoch. His last name's Murdoch. One of the deathmatch team that's in GCW. They came up to the bar while me and Brett were drinking pregame drinks as well. And we thought you would think like these guys are just gonna go up there, order a PBR, maybe a Bud Light. They ordered vodka crayons, so that's
I'm
now
telling
them.
you, there's barely any calories in this thing, but I'm having a good time drinking it.
Yeah, you're in the under 200 club now, so you're just trying to keep that weight off, right?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get in the gym and I'm gonna get.
Bring the boom! Oh, I miss him. I wish he was on this card for Wrestledream. Then I would actually buy the pay-per-view.
I am
gonna
kind of
buy it
shocked he's not
regardless.
on it. Yeah, I am kind
I
of
am
shocked he's
too.
not.
It's a big miss. I do want to congratulate Eric, big Tatum Paxley fan in NXT. She just became the number 1 contender. I hope JC Jane is not injured because she has been doing some fantastic things. And while we are here, if you're a fan of NXT, I am a co-host with this bozo here in the comment section that was correcting us, Jay Gold. Every Tuesday night, we are live right after NXT. Come hang out with us over there. It's a fun time. And who knows? You might hear Stan from Burlington, too, which Ian is a big fan of.
I love Stan from Burlington.
The delivery is getting better there.
Thank you.
And also, guys, we're on the road to 500. I think we're like 22 away. We actually inched closer thanks to Big Trouble Ben Bishop and Talking Crown Jewel last week. So be a friend, tell a friend.
And if you have not watched that interview, go back and watch it because it is. Listen, a little spoiler: he did win his match against Matt Cardona, but it was still a really good interview. Check it out.
And that match is available, by the way. Ben tweeted it out. Pro Wrestling Ventures / Warrior Wrestling tweeted it out, and even Matt Cardona has shared it. So if you haven't, go ahead and take a look at that match for sure. And chat is very lively early. I couldn't even tell you who the front runner is for MVM, but I guess we're going to find out because we actually have to talk about wrestling. So let's go to that heel turn. It's a turn. We'll call it the turn. The Vision turns on Seth Rollins. Obviously, me and you didn't see this coming. This caught us by surprise, not only it just happening in the morning, but this is a relatively new group here. I believe they were started in April. Here we are in October, and it's already finished. So you've seen it by now, I'm assuming. What was your initial reaction, and how we feeling a couple days later about the turn here? Because I think it's too soon, but there also could be some underlying factors that we don't know.
I will stick to my word. I said it when they started hinting with Rollins and Paul Heyman in the background doing their vignette, and Paul Heyman said, "You better not lose," and that's kind of the writing on the wall that stuff's about to happen if Seth loses, and he did lose, so we kind of figured, okay, something's about to happen. I said it. I was like, I think this is too early. I think there is more they can get out of the Vision. Maybe not the current state of what the Vision was, but there was more to it. And I don't know, just at the time I thought there was more to get out of it, more juice to squeeze, but apparently they think different. The moment was awesome. I think the fan reaction was awesome, obviously, but again, it's about what comes after. But WWE likes their big-ass moments, so they got the clicks. Now follow it up. What do we do now?
They got their moment, and I think it was an intentional moment, too, because after that WrestlePalooza show, you know, they were getting critiqued by ESPN. You saw it. They got a letter grade of C. And I think he took that personally. And he said, all right, you want some surprises? I'm going to start giving them to you. But I think one of those underlying factors that I was alluding to earlier, Ian, is that there is rumors and speculation that Seth's actually hurt. So that would make more sense on why they had to just rush to things. So if we're assuming, I'm assuming Seth's hurt. Let's just say he's out of the equation for the time being. There's no title on the line. Braun Breaker is probably next in line, if not CM Punk, right? LA Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so. I mean, if you're going to do this right away, it should be Braun Breaker. In actuality, like,
you would
should
think,
be Braun
right?
Breaker. But also, at the same time, you saying Seth Rollins is hurt, and those were the reports. I don't care anymore. I don't think he is hurt.
That's it. I mean, are we going to fall for him twice in a row?
Probably. So, again, the only thing I care about this whole story and the Vision is give me something on the tail end of it. Yeah. Don't have it just be Braun Breaker is a Paul Heyman guy now. And that's the story. Because that was kind of the story that we had all going into the Vision. We're like, oh, Braun Breaker's a Paul Heyman guy now. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's got to be a story to be told and not just, okay, Seth is out. Let's move on.
Yeah, I don't know if you can just like come out on Monday Night Raw and just straight up say Seth Rollins sustained an injury and has to relinquish the title. That's kind of whack. But then again, how else would you get that title off of Seth Rollins? You know, you have to do it eventually. And then again, we could be all getting swerved. Like you said, should we really be even trusting Seth Rollins at this point? So there's a lot of question marks here. And I mean, Brett, you could be right. CM Punk will win it in November. Saturday night's main event. He is the face of that poster. I think it's happening the second week of November, which is 2 weeks before Survivor Series, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, if they rush it into CM Punk, I think it would be slightly disappointing just because it's not Punk beating Seth for the title.
Yeah.
So that's why it might make more sense for Braun to just get it right away, like you said.
It does. I think it makes more sense in that regard. And like, well, you're in the faction, I guess, so there you go. And Paul Heyman pulls his Paul Heyman stuff and talks to the guys backstage and give it to Braun Breaker. Or give him an easy path in the tournament to get the title. Something along those lines. But It's not going to be like that. It's probably going to be a little open title shot with.
Well, and this could happen too, like similar to what Cody did at Hell in a Cell in Chicago, that he could see Rollins just fighting through it and maybe working a short match and getting the title off him that way. I could see that.
Yeah.
It's an option.
It's an option for sure. I think the reports have been like the concussions and stuff because it was like a diving headbutt or something.
Yeah, that's what Bill said in the comments, diving headbutt.
So,
Not long term.
If it's a concussion, then don't wrestle through it. Please do not do that.
And don't take the title off him. Like, you can keep him off TV for a couple weeks. You don't have to have, like, him relinquish if it's a concussion.
Concussion's like a month or two. Depends on the severity. So,
sure.
It still is going to be a long time. It's just, I don't force him to wrestle through it. He's already kind of at the tail end of his career. Don't want to rush that retirement earlier than it needs to be.
For sure. And this is something, unfortunately. Hopefully KO comes back soon. But another guy that could be coming back, somebody has brought this up before. It might have been Kind. Ilya joining the Vision. That's something I don't really want to see quite right now. I don't think Ilya needs to be a heel. I think we were just getting a taste of Ilya Dragunov on the main roster before he got hurt, and people were loving him as just the badass babyface that can beat the crap out of anyone. So for me, I would say I wouldn't like it. But Ian, was that something that would interest you? Ilya joining the Vision?
I don't think so, because I like Ilya as that singles guy. He could talk.
He's a lone wolf.
He can also, he could cut a promo. He doesn't need a Paul Heyman behind him. And that's kind of what was the off-putting part about Seth Rollins, is you got two people that can talk. Seth's a really good promo as well. So, first of all, we want to get Ilya and Gunther ASAP.
We need it.
Need that. It's just how do we get to that? Maybe Gunther joins Vision. That could be a
Nah,
possibility.
that's so out of character of him. I couldn't see that happening. Like, Gunther's a leader. He's just not a member of a faction, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But then again, I guess now that Seth's out, they do need a new leader. But I think Braun Breaker still needs to be the face of that turn.
Right.
So it's like Brett's saying, I don't know if it is hypothetically a face turn for Seth Rollins. We'll see. But man, people don't really like booing Seth Rollins. I've been to many live crowds. I watch a lot of WWE television. Ian, you probably notice it too. I think people just want to cheer Seth Rollins, and this could be an organic way to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only time they really have cheered him or booed him is when he was facing CM Punk, and even then, it was
True. He was still chanting for him.
Yeah, there was still some chance for Seth.
Dude, that does need to happen at Mania. Gunther and Ilya. That just right away.
How do we get there? But I mean,
we got time.
Some time, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm actually in agreement with Bill here too. I'm disappointed seeing how Imperium pretty much faded away because they really never even got to do anything on the main roster as a unit. They gave up on everyone. Giovanni Vinci first. Who else was a part of Imperium? Gosh, I'm forgetting a lot of names here. Yeah, I knew Ludwig and Gunther, obviously, but there were a couple even before that, way before that. Timothy Thatcher might have been a part of it. Alexander Wolf. Like, they've had so many iterations, and they were all great. But then they got to the main roster and just, like he said, faded away. And now we got Los Americanos.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much the backstory, right?
Yeah.
I was right, by the way. Alexander Wolf, what a pull by me.
I do remember that name just because of
Sanity.
No, that, but also the WWE 2K card game on your phone. And I remember Alexander Wolf being one of my top rare cards. I'm like, yeah, that's my guy.
It's not a great top rare card to have there, bud.
No, not great at all.
Could do a little better than that. No disrespect to Alexander Wolf. He did just get mentioned on the podcast in 2025, so I think that might be the first time all year.
Shout out.
Shout out Alexander Wolf.
Hop on the pod.
Man, I don't know how to follow that up. But anything else from this turn that you want to talk about? You ready to get into AEW?
I want to talk about my favorite company.
Oh, AEW. Okay. I don't know why that didn't connect with me for a little bit there. Maybe I'm the one that's concussed, but I don't think we should talk about the pre-show or whatever they call it. We usually just stick to the main card, so let's jump right into things, people. We're doing it. AEW Wrestledream happening this Saturday in St. Louis, Missouri. DC Hendricks, our friend from the Main Event Wrestling Network, will be there. So if you're going to be in attendance, say hi to him. You might run into him. He's also going to be live with his podcast, I believe, in 10 minutes. But you could check out their podcast after our podcast, of course. Right, Ian?
Yes.
I think there was some personal shit with Vinci and Ludwig. Yeah, I mean, that's all speculation, though. ROH, question mark?
Because I said my favorite company.
Oh.
And I go, no.
NXT TNA is my favorite company kind right now. That's my favorite brand in wrestling. But let's go to AEW Wrestledream. This one's just I think a regular singles match. No stakes on the line here. Jamie Hayter versus Tekla. I've actually been enjoying AEW the last couple weeks. I told you, during the summertime it's really hard for me with wiffle ball to get fully invested into the product, but it's now that time of the year again where it's starting to grab my attention. And one of those people that always grabs me is Jamie Hayter. There's just something about her. She's a star, and as much as I want her to win, Ian, I don't think she's winning this match because I think Tekla, whatever they pronounce it,
Tekla.
I think she's the future. They got to make somebody the star in that new faction with Sky Blue and Julia Hart.
Yeah.
She's the star of that faction, in my opinion.
I do agree. I'm going to just go with my prediction as well. I think it's going to be Tekla as well. Mainly because do you have other factors on Tekla's side? And also, like you said, Tekla is actually getting some traction with the fans. And I'll be honest, she's not a great promo, but she's really good in the ring. And
I don't like the way her voice sounds. I'm just going to put that on
she's
the record.
Austrian.
Still don't like it.
Or no, New Zealand. I don't know. One of those two.
See, even Brett would agree based on the last few weeks. We even got Brett tuning into AEW because he listens to the show every week.
Trooper. But yeah, I think Tekla, what she has going for her right now, she's got the steam to be maybe not like a top tier star at the moment, but there's at least something for her to keep her in that mid-card range. TBS title, maybe? I don't know, but
nobody's taking that title off Monday. She's got another belt now, dude. Did you know that? Can you even name another belt that she has other than the TBS?
One's the Mexican title. It's a Mexican brand.
I'm telling the Great Brown Hope you called it the Mexican title.
Muy
gringo over here.
Okay.
And unfortunately, no, Bill, I did not watch Bound for Glory. Ian, did you catch any of it? I heard it was great.
I heard it was good, too. Yeah.
You didn't see any, though?
No.
Gotcha. I wasn't impressed with any of the women's promos this week on Collision. I even skipped through Statlander and Tony. So that was the only thing I enjoyed from Collision was Statlander and Tony. But Bill makes a good point. The women's promos, most of the women's promos in AEW need a lot of fine-tuning. An NXT run would benefit a lot of them, but they don't have that NXT, which they should. I've been saying it for years, Ian. They need a developmental to their... I know ROH is trying to be that.
ROH is trying to be that, and Red Velvet...
It ain't working.
Well, for the women, some of the women and some of the tag teams, I forgot their name. I think Infantry...
Sounds right.
They are getting themselves over just through ROH, and it's kind of crazy. They're popping off with thousands of likes on their tweets, and that's kind of... It's kind of sad to say, that's kind of a good gauge on how over...
They're popping large?
They're popping large on Twitter, on X. That's kind of a good way to gauge how over a talent is. So, especially in AEW, because AEW is very online and nerdy.
AEW is also where the best wrestle. Did you know that?
I've heard, I think.
Some would say.
But yeah, no, ROH is trying to be it, and it's helping out a few people. It's if they actually try their craft and improve their craft.
Just don't have a paywall. Make it free. Make it available. Then I would watch it. Then I would care.
If it was on YouTube, like they tried to do with a couple of their pay-per-views, that's how you get more eyes on it. And it sucks because it's not making a money, but it's okay. Tony has a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I don't think money's an issue in AEW. That's always going to have. They're always going to have that because of the Jaguars.
I was about to say, with how good the Jaguars are right now.
I think they're 3-2 now. I was going to say, you know how this goes. They're going to end up losing. Oh, they ended up winning last week?
They're 4-1, I think, yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah, because they beat the Chiefs.
I should have known that. I've been locked in on the NFL season this year, even though the most unpredictable NFL season of all time.
It's wild.
It is very entertaining. So whoever wrote the script this year for the NFL, good job. But if we were writing the script, we got Tekla winning over Jamie Hayter. As much as we love Jamie Hayter, we are haters. We waited for an hour and a half to meet her before she even blew up.
Yeah, but before anybody knew her name.
I was going to say, I don't even think we knew her name at the time. Oh, no, we knew her because she was working with Britt on TV at the time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because I made a comment to her about working with Britt Baker. And he owes Fulham in the English Premier League as well. Got a lot of money.
Probably makes him a shit ton of money.
Probably more money than the Jaguars, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They should make ROH an HBO Max exclusive show like how the NXT shows were, or do the YouTube show. Yeah, I just think the YouTube show's the easy way, you know? Everybody's got YouTube. It's free. Might as well.
Yeah, you need more eyes on it, more chances to grab the attention of the viewers. That's it.
Yeah, because that should be their goal right now. It's not competing for views. It's just growing as a whole.
I genuinely do think they have moved on pretty well, at least as of recently, in my opinion.
What do you mean by moved on?
Like, they moved on from that
the
mentality of us versus them. Like, I think
Kind
they
of.
more live and breathe it in the ring because they want to do everything different in the ring instead of like talking about it on promos. I don't remember a single mention of the other product in a long time.
Not recently. No. I could see that. That's a fair take. But I've had a take on this faction lately. They've been picking up a lot of L's, Ian. The Hurt Syndicate, once again, another loss on Dynamite. The first loss, I believe they said, for that faction on Dynamite. So the Demand wins on pay-per-view, wins on Dynamite. It's pretty simple who's going to win here, right? It's got to be the Hurt Syndicate, no? Is the Hurt Syndicate really going to break up? You're going to ruin what could have been a great thing already?
Okay. I'm ready to talk because I really like the Demand.
I'm not saying I dislike the Demand. I'm just saying I like the Hurt Syndicate more.
They're going to be fine. They're in that legendary status where it's okay if they lose. No matter where they are going, they are getting the cheers, they are getting the reactions. It does not matter if they lose. And right now, the Demand is looking like an actual formidable team to me. And they're doing a good job at it. In the ring, in the promos, Ricochet's fantastic as kind of like this manager, also wrestler in the faction. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. The Hurt Syndicate just, like, they're losing in cheap ways. That's it. So it's going back to that old school mentality of if you're going to go over, don't go over in a defining manner. Because, I mean, the Demand has, I forgot the guy's name. Something Leoa. His name sucks.
Toa Leoa or something like that.
Yeah. But he's awesome. Like, he has been fantastic.
Big boy.
Big guy. Him and Bobby Lashley have been going off on each other. Him and then Shelton Benjamin and Bishop Khan. Another Bishop Khan is fantastic in the ring. He's got the look. He can cut a little bit of a promo. It's not that good, but they have Ricochet talking for him. So right now, this is signing up to be. This is how you make your next stars that are going to be in AEW for seemingly a longer time than the Hurt Syndicate. Who knows how long those guys' contract's going to be? So
Fair.
This entire feud is good for both teams. The Hurt Syndicate's not going to hurt from this feud whatsoever.
Oh, they are. They are hurting bad. Like Bill said earlier, they're down bad. The Hurt Syndicate, it was a fun run. You guys all talking about it in AEW. Oh, the Hurt business failed in WWE. I can't wait to see what it does in AEW. Well, it didn't do shit in AEW if you're really going to have them lose this match.
We're just going to disagree for a long time.
I think we are, because I just don't see the vision.
They've lost to one team really only.
Yeah, the Demand. And they can't afford to lose 3 times in a row to the Demand unless you're going to put the straps on Ricochet and the boys.
That's the plan. They're trying to make main event guys out of them. I mean, again, at the beginning of this feud, the Demand had formed. They were nobody. Nobody knew each other's names. Nobody knew anything about this team besides Ricochet just saying, bringing people in. And these are my tag guys now. These are my bodyguards now. No one knew shit. And now you're getting reactions for these no-name guys that I still don't even know the big guy's name. It's like, who cares? The guy's a fucking badass. You have Ricochet talking for him. You have Ricochet being a really good heel. The Hurt Syndicate, I'm going to cheer for him. I'm looking forward to watching them every single time. Them losing to a chicken shit heel does not affect me.
I don't see how they recover from a loss to the Demand.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
They'll be fine.
I will come on this show, you know it, because I'm here every week, and admit if I'm wrong, if they do have a turnaround, if they lose. If they win, they're fine. I'm not hitting the panic button. But I'm officially hitting the panic button on the Hurt Syndicate if they lose this match. So my pick is the Hurt Syndicate, and I will riot. And I love Ricochet, too. He's a bald brother like me. I get it. Not like that. But I'm going with the Hurt Syndicate to win the match. What's your official pick?
I'm going to Hurt Syndicate as well, because they're going to bounce back anyway. And if they lose, I'm still going to like both teams.
They hurt people, and they're not hurting people right now, Ian.
No, they're hurting them. They're just getting hurt more.
If the Hurt Syndicate lose, then AEW has killed the Hurt Syndicate. They made the demand look good and improved their knowingness, but Hurt Syndicate can't lose. And I think both things can be
thoughts,
true
guys.
because that's the kind special, ain't it?
It is.
A little spark notes after that. I get it. Aha! Yeah, I did not do that. That's more like it. I did it like well, who did it like Kawhi Leonard? That's what it was. Wasn't it? And I was laughing with Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, wrong pipe, even though there's only one pipe. I hate when people say wrong pipe and then I just said it. The return of the Jurassic Express on AEW Wrestledream. I love Jurassic Express. I know you're a big fan too. I wore a Jurassic Express t-shirt when we met Jamie Hayter. See, full circle moment right here. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see Jurassic Express win here, but there is a weird stipulation. Whoever wins gets $500,000.
Yep.
See what I'm doing there?
Yeah.
So that's why I'll let you go first. I'll let you give me your thoughts first because I'm a little conflicted on this one. Maybe you can convince me.
I know the stipulation. So for those that don't know, the Young Bucks really like to get themselves into money matches so they can gamble. That's it. That's their character right now, and it's really fucking funny. And Nick just loses all the money on the slot machines. Anyway, it's hilarious. Watch BTE again because it's back. But anyway, also, actually, just want to say really quick. Did you watch BTE this past week? Because
I do not watch BTE. I hate the Young Bucks.
No, you were turning a corner for a second.
I was liking them, but I can still hate them while liking what they're doing.
Well, anyway, Nick was wearing a pair of those, the Meta glasses or whatever. They had a camera on it, and he was recording when they attacked the Jurassic Express. It was pretty fun. Anyway, the stipulation of the $500,000 makes me think they're going to give it to the Young Bucks again, but at the same time, it's like...
Jurassic Express needs it.
Yeah, Jurassic Express kind of needs it at this point. And I think it's as simple as that. I'm going to give it to Jurassic Express, and they could prolong this feud just with the money and make it super entertaining.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. And it goes back to what you were saying with the last match. The Young Bucks definitely do not get hurt with a loss. They are bulletproof at this point because of the booking. And that's where I want to give AEW credit and the Young Bucks credit to a point where, win or loss, the Young Bucks are still going to be the most over tag team in AEW.
Correct.
Point blank, period.
There's a reason they're the most winningest team.
Oh, don't bring me back. Yeah, 2019 through 2021 AEW.
Peak.
Fantastic. And apparently, Eric's at a middle school game, and they just literally killed the other team. So murder just happened in front of Eric Douglas. So wild times indeed, Brett.
Literally?
Yeah. Young Bucks were on the comeback, but I do think Jurassic Express kind of have to win. Either team is going to be great and doesn't negatively impact the other team losing. I think it would negatively impact Jurassic Express if they were to lose.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they would go back to almost mediocrity with the loss. And
correct. They need steam.
Right
they have
now,
steam.
Yeah, and right now Luchasaurus is loved by everybody because the dude literally died, like legitimately died, and came back to life. And that's kind of been the whole story of this. So I think a heel turn will happen with them at some point once the nostalgia wears off a little bit, and they won't be a long form tag team back together, and they'll actually.
I think it will be a long run back together. I think there's a lot more to get from Jurassic Express. Like, let's be real, Jack Perry wasn't shit without Luchasaurus.
Yeah,
they tried it; it didn't work.
I'd agree. They just went
Luchasaurus.
the wrong route.
They went to Kill Switch, changed his name, provided some value to Christian's group, the Patriarchy, but both are better together. And I think we need to see a legitimate run from them because we've talked about it on this show. The AEW tag team, division hasn't been great this year as a whole. The scene. Jurassic Express, reestablishing them, I should say, is important because the Young Bucks can still get back to Jurassic Express. They'll climb the ladder eventually. So I think we're going with the dinosaur to win $500,000, right? Yeah,
and I think it's going to be really entertaining when they do.
What the hell are they going to do? What do you think? We're going to get some good skits, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to guess Jack Perry buys a lot of chunks of wood and just carves a lot of knives out of them.
Yeah, he's going to be chipping away. It is, but hey, what are you going to do, huh? What was this injury that
It was
Luchasaurus-
it wasn't an injury.
Illness?
It was illness, and I think it might have been COVID related, but it literally he was on the deathbed.
It was
I'm pretty
bad,
sure his
yeah.
heart stopped at one point.
we're just glad to have him back at this point. And,
He's back in the fucking ring. That's insane.
And Bill agrees. They keep their comeback long term. Tag team wrestling as a whole and companies have hurt this year. Yes, especially in NXT as well. I'll give SmackDown credit. I think SmackDown probably has the best tag team division, unfortunately.
Yeah, which
Is
says
saying
a lot.
something. Yeah, it was a lung illness, right?
Yeah, so very bad case of pneumonia. So he did not technically die. Okay, never mind. I apologize, but basically he did.
You said he died? I didn't know that.
I
didn't hear
thought
that.
I
No,
thought
he
that I
didn't
saw a report of like his heart actually did stop and they had to revive him, but I might have read wrong information.
Wrong information on wrestling Twitter?
No.
No way. Get real. So we're both going with the dinosaur and the Jungle Boy. Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good. I don't like how we're on the same page. I thought we were going to have different picks. Maybe we'll be different here. I don't think so. Brodito, the tag team champions, having a solid run as champions, taking on the Don Callis family, which will be Okada and Takeshita. Listen, the writing's on the wall on this one, Ian. We're setting up Okada versus Takeshita for the title. There's going to be a fallout of sorts here in this match. They're two big egos going at it, or not going at it, but on the same side. There's going to be tension. Brodito's going to retain this match. It should be a good one. We know what all men are capable of, that's for sure. But I think the safe play is keeping the titles on Brodito for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to give a shout out to Bandito because that dude is loved by a lot of fucking people. And
Dude, he was top 15 in the PWI this year.
And he earned it. The dude put on some insane matches and is actually just... He's a good face that doesn't really have a good promo, but like you want to love him, which is kind of rare to see. It's kind of like a Hangman situation, but Hangman was able to cut a promo. So I don't know. Anyway, Brodito, I do agree. The pairing and the craziness of the pairing has been working, and I think it's still working. And there's still more to it.
Great reactions from the crowd too.
Yeah, they love both guys, and it's hard not to hate either of them just because they're both good dudes, genuinely.
Well, they're
good
badasses,
dudes.
dude. That's what they are, and you wouldn't expect the pairing to work, but it does.
Yeah, exactly. And
Ooh, Bill said give it to Okada and Takeshita.
I was gonna say I don't think
It would make for a good story.
Yeah, I don't think it's a wash of like 100% Brodito. That's why I was kind of like, I'm gonna have Brodito retain because I think that's the better of the two options. I don't want to see Brodito lose the titles just for Okada and Takeshita. I have him for a little bit just to say that
Just
they had
for,
him.
yeah.
And then because it's the Don Callis family, they're belt collectors. So again,
They don't need the belts to, yeah.
No, they don't. Again, they can make it work, but again, that just negatively impacts Brodito in my opinion. They're still going to be over, but they're not tag champs anymore. So
Yeah, and I don't want to see the tag titles keep flopping back and forth. I feel like they've been doing that hot potato now for the last couple months. And honestly, we need a legitimate reign. I know Brodito won it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Maybe the chat could correct us if we're wrong. When did Brodito win the AEW tag team titles? Bill says Okada and Takeshita being forced to tag and get along will just build the tension between the two and have a huge blow-off at Revolution. That's exactly what this is leading to.
World's End, too.
Oh, yeah, we have World's End in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 months. August 24th is when they won the titles at Forbidden Door.
I was right. There we go. Thoughts on Andrade already leaving AEW? Man, I really don't care, honestly, Eric. Andrade just has so much rumors and drama around him to the point where I just don't care, you know?
Yeah.
And he never really found his footing in either company. He was just hopping around. He made history, though. Brief history, I guess.
Yeah, he was the first.
Yeah, to go from WWE to AEW to WWE to AEW, and now unemployment. Give me a Brodito retain. Don Callis, don't need gold right now. Keep the reign for Brodito. That's what Kind says. And Bill makes a good point. They do have to lose it to a legitimate team, but I don't think Takeshita and Okada are a legitimate team because they're egos, you know? There's been tension between those two in the segments that they've been doing.
I think it could be the Demands titles.
Yep. I think that's the right answer.
I think they're well on the way to those tag titles and could be like legitimate threats. And again,
Yeah.
in my vision, from what I'm seeing, and I would love to see it.
A lot of vision talk tonight.
Yeah, a lot of vision talk. But but also you have the case of Ricochet being a third guy, so you'd need Brodito to have a third guy. I don't know.
Well, everybody duck and watch for the Ricochet. You're supposed to hit the music. We don't have any music.
We don't
guys.
have that.
We don't have interns either. Oh, wow. They're just yelling back and forth. Oh, I would love that. Lose him to Jurassic Express.
It's the
Could
thing
do
is
that.
though, it's like those are two lovable baby faces.
Oh, yeah. Not off Brodito. Good call.
Yeah, not off Brodito. I again, I agree. I think that would be a good move, but don't do that to Brodito.
We're both going with Brodito then?
Yeah.
Wait, this is a team? Eddie and Hook?
Yes, they are starting that team. They have an open challenge match on the pre-show. They didn't have anything for Eddie on the way back.
Man, you remember about, what was it? Probably 3 or 4 years ago where we were talking about the potential that Hook has?
It hasn't improved.
Have
We
they really
talked
given
about
him
the potential.
anything to improve?
He hasn't changed his... I will be completely honest. He hasn't changed
Yeah.
his character. He hasn't changed his look at all. He's changed his theme song a couple times, and it's getting worse every single time, and it does not involve the crowd at all. It's cool. It's a pretty cool theme, but, like, the crowd does not care. I'm sorry. I agree with you. I thought there was a lot of potential for Hook, but it's
It ain't there. Not right
he
now,
needs
at
to
least.
go to NXT to try to find it.
Yeah, I was going to say, he really needs to just hop on. I know we don't like encouraging people going over to different companies,
It's not
but
working. And I
he's
love
a guy
Taz.
like we could talk hypothetical trades. That's a guy we could send over, and let's try to think of somebody from WWE that could use like a refresh over on the other side. I'm trying to think. What would be fun?
Ray Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Bring
something
him
we
home.
See, I can't even think of somebody because maybe Damian Priest would be interesting. That would never happen, but
That would
I'd like to
actually
see
that
it.
would be cool. They have indie ties.
I don't know why that. Yeah, I don't know why that name popped in my
I
head.
do like that.
Hook peaked with his dad's group. Yeah, no, Eric, you're
Team
right.
Taz.
Yeah, Team Taz. Simple as that. All right,
Yeah,
let's
that's
move on. TNT title match. Kyle Fletcher taking on Mark Briscoe. I think this is a little too soon, but I do get it because Mark Briscoe beat MJF, so he earned his way into here. I thought eventually Mark Briscoe would maybe win the title down the line, but I don't think it would happen this soon, Ian, unless you're about to tell me otherwise.
I think Mark's got a really good damn chance because there's not a lot of, besides the world title, there's not a lot of like true babyface champions right now. And Mark Briscoe has been as hot as he can be. I especially after the MJF match, I think you didn't necessarily like it because you weren't a huge fan. You're not a huge fan of those hardcore matches.
Not me.
But I loved it. And I think the fans loved it in the crowd, and Mark Briscoe still gets the reactions. I think he's got not a really good chance. He's got a decent chance of winning this match. Kyle Fletcher, I don't see him losing the title to Mark Briscoe. But again, the story they are telling here is this is match number 5. This is 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
And it's technically anyone's ball game. So,
Dude, like,
Mark Briscoe could get him with a roll-up, is what I'm saying.
well, I was gonna say this to maybe influence you some more. They tried the Kyle Fletcher in the main event, and it worked. He had the best match of the night in the main event. Was that just a test run to set Kyle up for a world title opportunity soon? Maybe he needs to drop the TNT title. Maybe AEW is thinking, this guy's bigger than this.
Well,
Even though we had plans for the TNT title, I think we need more contenders at the top because you got guys like Swerve missing. You got guys like Wardlow that's on the shelf.
Ospreay.
Will Ospreay's on the shelf. You need contenders. Kyle Fletcher can just lose this title, be okay, still be a part of the Don Callis family, and then you make a star. Even though you're not making him, he's already made. Mark Briscoe has a moment, I should say.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I think the issue with Kyle Fletcher and the story that they were telling why he lost that match was more the effect of Don Callis still being around Kyle Fletcher. And they tell the story every single time with Will Ospreay, with Kenny Omega. Maybe not as much Kenny Omega, but there are some people that just can't get along with Don Callis and win the big one when Don Callis is by his shoulder. And Kyle might be one of those guys. So if Kyle's going to get to that world title and actually
This is just
win
weird
it.
hearing all the Kyles. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
man. There's
there's
a lot of Kyle
Kyles.
overload going on right now.
What do you think, Kyle?
Too many Kyles. Even though I did love the Kyle versus Kyle match.
That was really funny.
I was really hoping that Kyle was going to win, and he did.
It was so funny. I'll have to find the tweet and I'll send it to you, but it was basically Kyle.
You know what, Brett? I think I convinced myself with that take. I think I just talked myself into Mark Briscoe winning this match. And I'm going to say it because fuck, why not? AEW needs to have some moments. That would be a moment. Everybody loves Mark Briscoe. Watching right now, anybody that doesn't love Mark Briscoe, you're lying. Give it to him. New TNT champion at Wrestledream, Mark Briscoe. Book it.
All right, I'm gonna be a bitch and play the safe route. I'll go with Kyle Fletcher to retain, but I would love to see Mark Briscoe win.
Like, yeah, there's no way you'd be mad.
No, I don't think it hurts Kyle Fletcher because Kyle Fletcher is still Kyle Fletcher and we'll have Kyle Fletcher matches. That's just
And
how
didn't you
AEW
say this
booking
was
works.
a stipulation match?
No.
Or is this just a regular match?
regular match? It's just
Well, I
it's
saw Bill mention the
game 5,
hardcore of
basically.
it all in the comment section, so maybe it is hardcore, which would make me think, I don't know. Somebody correct us if we're wrong. That might happen, Kai, and he said need Kyle versus Ospreay again, all in London maybe next year. Could be for the title. I don't have Mark Briscoe. I don't love Mark Briscoe, he said, and I'm not lying. Fair enough.
Yeah, you're lying.
Hart says Briscoe for Bill. Logic says Kyle. Yeah, I'm pretty much picking with my heart, but
Which that's a perfect setup for an insane surprise. Like everybody's saying that's like I would love for Mark Briscoe to win, but I'm expecting Kyle to win. Like
the card needs a surprise because looking at it at the surface level, it's very predictable
Well-
in my opinion.
so I will say, I don't know if you saw Mr. Bullet Club's the leader of the Bullet Club, Gold.
Jay,
Yeah, Mr. Jay White goes, "Are you guys ready?" And that's all he's tweeted. And my God, it blew up on Twitter. So,
are you
this
guys
is
ready?
Yes. Yeah.
We're ready for that. We love the Switchblade over here.
Oh, but I thought it was early. I thought it was supposed to be like next year, mid of the next year.
He could just be fucking with us.
Yeah, most likely.
Is your pick Kyle?
Yes, Kyle.
All right. This Kyle's not going with Kyle. I'm going with Mark. Shout out to my Uncle Mark, who's definitely not watching this. Let's move on to an I Quit match. Oh, man, that promo on Dynamite, dude. We texted about it, and we don't text often about wrestling. That was cinema.
Yeah.
Perfect. I didn't care for this match going into it because we've seen it a million times. That made me care, Ian.
What was cool about it is they laid out the story in a way that I wasn't even thinking about it, and they kind of set the train back on the tracks. And like, it's not a matter like the Death Riders are still suspicious. What is their motive and everything? Still is. They still have that mysteriousness to it, which I think is okay at this point because they just kind of they are the real hurt syndicate. They hurt people, they bully the shit out of people, especially the conglomeration right now. But the real crazy part was Darby saying, "I don't have an issue with the Death Riders. Hell, I even wanted to join at one point." I was like, "Whoa, wait, what? What? Need to have more explanation on that." That got my brain going. Just him saying that immediately was like, "Is he going to join the Death Riders?
It's
Become
a
like the new
wrinkle.
leader?"
It's a wrinkle.
It's all of this, and it was in the prison setup. They were behind the glass through the teller window.
the holding cell.
All of it was awesome. So I'm excited for this match.
And this is a big statement from Brett because, once again, if people watching or listening don't know, Brett he just got back into WWE and he never watched AEW and he's been watching for the last couple weeks and he goes, I forgot how much I miss Dean Ambrose / John Moxley. And I've been on the record saying, I'm not even a Dean Ambrose or John Moxley guy. I was a fan of The Shield, but I'm finally excited about something that John Moxley's doing again. And that makes me happy. But Bill said bold prediction, Darby quits, Death Riders abduct Sting and threaten to cripple him. And the only way Darby prevents it is if Darby says the words, wow. That's some fantasy booking right there.
It is some fantasy booking. I'll go with my prediction. I think Darby's going to win this one, and it's mainly this is going to be your feel-good moment of because he's bringing the whole like I'm defending AEW, which is what we have been preaching the entire time.
Yes.
This is what it should be with the Death Riders is Death Riders have to kill AEW and change the landscape basically. They did it for a while, and we didn't get this. Darby literally said, "I'm going to choke you out with the AEW flag," brought out the flag in Dynamite last night, laid it out in front of him, then got fucked up on the flag, which I thought was a really cool point as well. But it's the small, minute things, and that's why wrestling is so beautiful. It's like you could it's like reading a book. It's like listening to a song. Everybody has their own interpretation of what it means, and there's symbolism in this, so it's really cool.
Yeah, and it seems like the chat is all going with Darby Allin. It's not Tiffy's time right now, but it is Tino's time. He's in the chat. What's going on, Tino? Thanks for stopping by. I'll be hanging out with Tino in a month. Exactly a month from about now, we are going to be at NXT Live in Chicago, and we are sitting 4th row, which is the closest I've ever been to a WWE show, Ian. So I'm very excited for that.
That's crazy.
It's going to be fun. Me and Tino's time, taking over. I think this is Darby's moment now. Only thing that should be different is his match stipulation. It's his time, and Bill's sticking with his prediction. Bill, what was your prediction? I got to scroll up a little bit. There's been a lot of comments. That one. Okay, that's right.
Oh, yeah. So I will say, another thing I liked about that vignette is, do you remember the one critique you had about the last Darby and Moxley match?
No, refresh my memory.
The stipulation, and it was the fact that Darby lost it. It was the coffin match.
Yeah, I said he couldn't lose that match.
And they brought this up. They brought it up during this promo, and Moxley said, "You should not have lost that. It was rigged in your favor, and you still lost. What makes you think you have a chance now?" Like, that was another part. I'm like, they're actually tying up loose ends that were questions. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense, and he's using it in the promo, which is cool.
Yeah, and like Eric's saying too, this could be the start of that Darby Allin world title push. I know there was rumors and speculation of it happening. Then he went to go climb Everest. I don't know. We know what kind of match this is going to be, and it's going to be a match I probably won't care for, to be completely honest with you, because they're going to get gory with it, I'm sure. But Darby Allin needs this win. Everybody's right in the comment section. If Jon Moxley wins, I'll be sad. I won't be mad. I will be sad.
It's almost kind of like the last straw. Like, it genuinely does feel like it. You got to have Darby go over here. And again, I like what they're doing with Moxley. It's not that I'm tired of Moxley. It's just like, this. If Darby loses this, what next? Yeah.
We got to start climbing another mountain. And yes, he really did climb Everest. There's footage of it. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you don't like gore. You like GCW. So here's the thing with GCW. I have a love-hate relationship with GCW, and I would agree it's not gory. They have blood and glass at times, which definitely can get that way. But if there's no story significance to it, I don't see the purpose. That's just me.
But there is now. So does that make you feel a little bit more inclined to like it?
I'm not saying I'm going to openly hate it. I'm just not looking forward to it. But they could surprise me.
Yeah, fair.
Have y'all talked about Hayter and Tekla? Yeah, that was the first match, Eric. We're going with Tekla to win that one. I know you want to talk Jamie Hayter, but we can't anymore.
Just imagine the Moxley Darby match. That's actually a really clean match. Like, nothing ever happens.
Graps, real fucking graps. Kurt Angle shit. 2 more matches to talk about. I think they're 2 predictable matches, but nonetheless, matches I'm looking forward to. We got the new, and I can't believe I'm saying this still, new AEW Women's Champion, Chris Statlander, taking on Timeless Toni Storm. We talked about the build on Collision yesterday. Fun. I do love I think I have enjoyed Timeless Toni Storm on the chase more than the champion, because she can do more funny stuff and creative things. But with all that being said, it's still Chris Statlander. There's no way they're having her lose the title, and Toni doesn't need another title reign. She's already held the title the most in the company's history.
Yeah, said it perfectly. She's already held it the most. She's already had the longest title run. Doesn't make sense for her to win it again. I just really hope Chris Statlander finds that niche, and maybe that's the character change, and I think it's going to end up her turning heel, because her as a babyface. I think it's...
They're recruiting her.
I know. I think it's going to get to that point. It's just her as a babyface doesn't work, which sucks for the general audience. No, not anymore. Because I love Chris Statlander. I think she's fantastic in the ring.
She's solid.
It's just the character's not there. She can't really cut a good, convincing promo. She needs to go to acting class.
Well, Tony's helping her make this interesting.
Yeah.
Tony can make anything interesting.
Yeah. The fact that Tony's involved in the match is helping a lot.
And honestly, Eric, you might be right. Mercedes might be the one to dethrone Chris Statlander because she needs more belts. I don't think Mercedes has enough, right?
No.
Statlander wins. Tony has had the title 4 times, and Statlander needs to build a resume. So, yeah, it seems like we're all on the same page. And, Kind, that is a name I haven't heard in a while, my friend. I'm going to leave it at that. Brett says, well, you don't get better without more practice. That's how a lot of characters grow. And giving her the belt is good practice.
Yeah, and it's a lot of trial and error, too, in wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
you have to hear the noise and being like, oh, this is a wake-up call. I need to change something, which is what Hook did not do and has not done. So, again, yes, I agree. I do think the more reps you get, obviously, the better you're going to get, and it's helped her in the ring. It's just that character change needs to be there instead of just, again, the AEW character change has been music, different walkout.
You're right.
Not a character. Like
100%.
Hangman Adam Page.
They did it with Sky Blue, too.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
Adam Page,
not working, by the way.
No.
Sky Blue and Julia Hart portraying evil goddesses, it doesn't work. It does not. It's too cheesy. I'm sorry.
Right.
And honestly, Eric, I agree with you. Stokely Hathaway and Chris should have been together more.
Very entertaining.
It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ian, what would it take for you to shave the stash? 500 subscribers tonight.
No, that could happen within an instant.
I don't know. There's only 4 hours left. Oh, don't say that, Kind. Monday, 11 belts next. What would you do if she held on to the TBS title and then somehow won the world title and had them both? Mercedes.
I think that's where they're going to go because it doesn't make sense for her to lose the TBS title and then go to the world title. I think that's what's going to happen.
You're probably right, I know, but
at this point, I don't know how they get the TBS title off her in general. No clue.
I don't either. And that's the problem with booking so many belts on a woman, too, is like, how do you book her to lose all these titles now?
I don't know if I've talked about this before. I get that if you are an pure AEW fan, don't care, give a crap. Oh, maybe if you like WWE as well. But, like, major promotions, and you do not care about the independent wrestling scene. Like, I get it why you don't care about Mercedes having all these titles. But at the same time, if you're a promoter, if you are an independent wrestler that wrestles in these promotions, it's like, my title, like, we have seen it. Me and you, Mr. Kyle Gagliardi.
But they don't verbally tell you what title is on TV. You are seeing it on TV, but you probably aren't knowing what the titles mean or where they come from.
It helps the promotions. The promotions are the only thing that benefit. I mean,
oh, for sure.
It's annoying, yes, and I think that's the
point.
That's the point. Yeah, it's like I have 10 belts, and everyone's like, okay, where are they from? Yeah, exactly. She has 10 belts.
Like you said earlier, the Mexican title.
Yeah, the Mexican title. I don't know. She got it somewhere in Mexico.
The Mexican title, CMLL, I think is what you were referring to.
That one.
Who's your pick?
Chris Statlander.
It's Stat, and then after this, I wonder what direction she's gonna go in. Maybe Marina Shafir.
Ooh. I did say that, didn't I, before?
I think it's time. I think it's time she's in a title scene.
Dude, Marina Shafir is, like, over as well.
She's over. She's still... the wrestling's still not my favorite, but she's over as a character for sure.
Yeah, her character can carry her a long way.
I like Chris Statlander, but, man, she's got to show me something. You were saying it, man. Take it to another level, Chris. We know you can. Actually, I don't know you can, so
that's the issue.
Prove to me that you can, because I did like when you won the title. Now let's see something. What about Mariah May? What about her? What about her? Is he trying to just be smart and make us say Blake Monroe?
I don't know.
Blake Monroe's great, by the way. She was the first, her versus Zarya was the first night shift approved match of all time. We now have a list. It's just something that screams night shift. And you know why that match screams night shift.
I was just going to say, I thought it was very funny that you said that, because I was like, does that just mean you guys are like, yeah, the match happened. We approve.
No, like we're saying, like on paper, like Sol Ruca versus Blake Monroe would be a night shift approved match.
That's fair.
For reasons. All right, yeah, he is being smart. Yeah, you know she's over in NXT, smartass. Saruka winning the tag gold on SmackDown tomorrow. Would be something. And I did mention that on Tuesday, by the way. Go back. Look at it. Speaking of going back.
Who are the tag titles? Who's the
it's
tag
Charlotte
champions?
and Alexa Bliss.
That's right.
You knew that.
I don't watch SmackDown. I'm telling you, they haven't been on a pay-per-view in a while.
You ready to talk about the main event?
Sure.
Hangman. Or I don't actually. It might not be the main event. You know,
It-
they could position maybe Darby and Moxley in that spot, but
Nah, it's a world
we'll say
title,
this
so-
is the main event. World title
Yeah.
match. Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe. I'll let you go first. You can even set the table. I'm giving you the floor.
Okay, so I have loved this
Tuesday.
story. Come Tuesday. I
love
like that idea. Oh, I love that idea.
I love that idea. Get it right, jackass.
Shit. Damn it.
AEW Homer. He's right.
Yeah, true. Because everybody cares about Charlotte and Alexa Bliss with those titles. Anyway, we'll
I
move
do.
on.
I do. Thank you.
Okay, that's why I said everybody. There's no sarcasm.
I am everybody. Thanks.
All right, relax, bud. Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. I have enjoyed the story completely to what they've gotten, and a lot of people are saying this is what wrestling is all about. It's very traditional storytelling on
Yeah.
you never beat me. And that's it. And Samoa Joe and the rest of the ops have helped Adam Page win that title and directly helped him win that title and kept fighting for him. And then just randomly they exploded after a match. And it was shocking. And I thought a actual Samoa Joe heel turn was coming, but no, Samoa Joe doesn't turn heel. Samoa Joe is just Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, and he went full Samoa Joe on Adam Page and yelled at him, cursed at him, and it sounded legit. I thought there was actually heat at one point.
That's just
during
Joe
the-
making everything believable. And
Yeah, it
Adam
was
Hangman
awesome.
Page, too, to his credit.
Yeah, and it was awesome. And then they resolved it right then and there, and they said, all right, fine, you want this for the title? Come get me for the title, and here's your match. I've loved everything about it because nobody gets hurt doing it. This is more of a Adam Page build that resume. Possibly if he wins, or if Samoa Joe wins, it's like we got fucking Samoa Joe back because Samoa Joe has not lost a single step throughout his
Yeah,
career.
no, and that's kind of what I was going to bring up, too, with Samoa Joe, is he's the perfect plug-and-play kind of guy. You can heat him up and cool him down whenever you want to. They heated him up out of nowhere. He literally is just in a trio for the longest time. And then all it took was then the bump shoulders, like you said, and for him to remember, hey, you've never beaten me, and here you go. And Kind said the build-up has been pretty sick. I've liked it a lot. Personally, don't see it going any other way than Page retaining. And I think we are all on the same page, at least with that, with Hangman Page retaining. That seems like the obvious pick. But, man, it's going to be a good one because these are two of the best in the business right now, for sure.
Yeah, you know what?
And it could be like Bill's alluding to, this could be Joe's last world title match, honestly.
Yeah,
Could
and that's
be.
why I'm kind of thinking. I'm kind of thinking that Samoa Joe could win this because again, but the fall off for Adam Page. Okay, I'm gonna stick with Hangman, but Hangman.
Yeah,
and
the only reason
I
is, I was going to say, I don't see who would face Samoa Joe if he were to win the title. That's what I would be confused with. Like, there's more
Well,
challengers for Hangman Page than there is for Samoa Joe.
say
And
Jay
Page
White's
just
not
won
fuck-
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
say Jay White's not fucking with us, and Jay
we
White
go.
comes out with Bullet Club Gold. Oh boy, I don't think the best thing
No
about
finish?
this is no, you have a finish here. So
okay.
that's
You're still booking a finish. Okay.
yeah. I think you still have a finish here. You have a definitive winner because you don't want to do this match again. You don't really need to. And maybe this is I don't know. Maybe it's if it doesn't work out with just a one-on-one with Jay White and either or, then you can have either or say, well, shit, I had Jay White run out on me and
Yeah.
yada yada. You can go down that rabbit hole, and that's the best part about Adam Page and Samoa Joe because they're not definitive faces and heels. Adam Page is right now, but they could play either part in a flick of the switch. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. So I don't know, man. I like them
This
both.
is, this is where the money's at. Bill's right. Jay White versus Hangman Page would slap. I think that's the direction we're going in. And I would like to see Joe versus Styles one more time. Unfortunately, we won't ever see that probably again. I don't know if this would ever happen, Bill. I don't think he has the resume in WWE to go in the Hall of Fame, personally. That's just
No.
my opinion, though.
No, it'd be,
Put him in as an announcer.
even then.
I'm
It
joking.
wasn't that long.
It
I
was
know.
a joke. That's a good one, Kai. It should be the barber shop, but it's not. It's just a brick wall, a.k.a. my parents' house. We actually don't. They had their send-off match years ago, and it was great. No need to revisit that. Yep, well said about Joe and AJ Styles, because it probably wouldn't be the same. But we're going with Adam Page to win, correct?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, are you going to be watching this live, by chance?
I will not. I might. Depends if my internet's set up by then. But probably not.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be watching it live either. I don't even know if I have any plans going on. If I don't have plans, I will.
Yeah, I've got plans.
Yeah, you're hanging out with people. You're Mr. Popular. Look at you.
No,
I got friends. Oh,
I
you're
will
moving.
be
That's
moving.
right.
Dick.
Hey, good luck with
Thank
that,
you.
by the way. It's gonna be an experience for you. Big move. How far away is the move?
It's like 20 minutes. It's easy. It's just a matter of packing everything, and that's it. But yeah, no, the next time you'll see me, people at home, it'll be a new backdrop. So hope you guys liked that fridge that knocked me out, and then that oven that's got the wrong time on it, and that microwave, which I just realized today. So the buttons over there, they had the protective screen on it still. Because I was like, why is this bubbling? Peeled it off. Oh, concussion went away right away. It was this morning.
That's all it took, huh?
Very eventful morning.
Gotta love it. Hey, I didn't have anything go on in my morning, so I don't have any exciting stories to share with you. But as you can tell, behind us, there's a title on the line. The MVM title. We talked about it. The race is hot right now. And it's tough when we do these, man, because there's only two of us voting. You know? So at the end of the day, I truly do have the final say. I am Mr. OTM.
I'm only here for a time.
Yeah, this is me and Tuck's podcast to start. So these are the rules. And I'm going to give you guys full transparency like I always do.
Oh, my God.
We differed. Hey,
Okay.
we
right.
differed. I'm not saying names because there's only 3 contenders, by the way. There's only 3 in the conversation. Eric, you gave us some good comments. I want to highlight you. But the top 3 were Brett, Bill Moss, and Kine. But I tell you what, Ian, I'm going to have to disagree with you strongly on this one because it is and still MVM of the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, Hot Sauce, Bill Moss. How about that? You didn't see that one coming. You're not happy with it, are you?
I'm not gonna say a word. No, I mean, I'm not unhappy. It's just like, you know, if we're bookers, we're booking ourselves into a corner here, brother. I mean, this is gonna be a fucking sweep.
It's not rigged. We split. How
Hey.
can it be rigged?
Well, I mean, here, you know what? No, you threw me
No,
out
Bill.
last week.
Bill, you don't get an extra reign for that. You're still the champion. It's only new reigns you get a new number.
I'm gonna quiet you for a second, just for a second. So I'm gonna say, I'll just say it. You know,
Okay.
I thought that Mr. Burt, bear down, he challenged me with a lot of my takes, and I strongly disagreed with a lot of his takes and his comments, which got my brain thinking a lot. For those that know me, I love doing that. I'm on a podcast that gives me something to talk about. It gets me amped up, you know, late night, and I thought Mr. Brett Haskell excelled in that tonight, and then I said that because Mr. Kyle Gagliardi, Mr. OTM over there, Mr. Hotshot goes, "Who are you thinking?" I said, "Well, I think it's Bert," and I gave him my reasonings, and he goes, and I quote, "Interesting. Okay, I'll give you this one." And then we got the announcement. Just saying,
I changed my mind.
The rigged,
It's not rigged.
They're out there. They're out there.
It's not rigged. I have the power. And then over here, we got kind of the comment section sitting here like,
What was that? Huh? What was that?
looking like a goofy. No, just kidding. Kind, you had some good comments too. It's very tough. It is.
It is.
Oh, hey, don't compare me to that piece of shit. Now I'm taking back my comment that I said about you. Brett, it'll be okay.
You know
You'll be
what?
fine.
And I had a good conversation with Brett earlier because I didn't know if DJ Moore was going to be hurt this week on Twitter. Thank you,
could've
Brett.
Just searched it on Twitter. You probably would have found the
That's
news.
too much work. That's too much work. Well,
Speaking of searching for us, it's not a lot of work if you just scan that QR code right there above us. That's going to take you to all of our socials. That's Instagram, TikTok, and whatnot. Speaking of Instagram, guys, I do now have my own personal wrestling-related Instagram account at 2SweetKyle is where you can follow me on Instagram there. I'm going to be posting NXT Night Shift clips, maybe my collection from time to time, my store pickups and whatnot. You know, just all good wrestling stuff, Ian. I think it was long overdue. You know, that's the only thing I really post on my personal. So
I was very confused when I saw that 2SweetKyle added me. I'm like,
right?
Unadd me? I thought you had a wrestling account the entire time. So
No, and it's long overdue, right?
very much so, yeah.
MVM of the year. You were MVM of the year last year.
Yeah, not a great
Last
run this
year.
year. You
Bill, you're still at 11. Bill, you're still at 11 because you only get a reign added to you when you lose it.
So it's 11-6.
Still.
Brett.
Correct. Yes, I shared it earlier. 11-6. Hold on. If the audio listeners, you can tune out by now. We're winding down. Bill Moss. Bye. Bill Moss is at 11 still because, like I just said, Brett Haskell number 2 at 6. We got Kine in the 3 hole with 4. And then after that, you have the Great Brown Hope and Tony Cock with 3 apiece. And then you have Eric Douglas and Dirk Vogus with 2 apiece. And then you have Tim Vicious, Nick T, and Paperclip Mike with 1. Those are all the MVMs this year so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different MVMs this year. Not bad.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
Not bad. But, hey, it was a fun episode hanging out with you. We went a little longer than I expected. I didn't think it was going to be this long, but the chat was lively, man. It's always fun when we got a good chat, ain't it?
It is, especially when Brett is the MVM in my heart.
Well, you can print the T-shirts, your MVM, hashtag, put it on X. I don't care. But I do care if you subscribe to the channel. So if you're not subscribed, guys, go to YouTube right now. Search the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast or scan that code. Subscribe. We're on the road to 500. Follow the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. And if you want to support the OTM boys, the best way to do so is by going to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.com. Get yourself some merch. We got some fun stuff over there. And yeah, technically everybody in the top 4 will be in the vote for MVM of the year. But we're not going to let you rig the voting again like you did last year because Kalani Jordan winning the NXT Superstar of the Year just was not okay.
I have an idea. So
Let's hear your idea, yeah.
Are we doing any public voting at all for the MVM of the year? Or are we just going straight off stats? I think that is the better idea. I do.
What, going off of stats? Like,
Yes,
we're not
based
giving the
on-
public a vote?
Yes, I think that is the better idea.
Taking the vote away from the people?
Well,
We're by the marks for the marks.
I kind ruined it.
But can't we make it where only one email is allowed to fill out one form?
I don't know.
Couldn't we do that? We'll have to talk about it.
I'm not a
The
technical whiz.
OTMEs are very serious. This is year 5, I believe.
Yeah. We appreciate the amount of votes that you got, Kind. I'm speaking to you right here. We're across seas right now. Don't do what you did last year because it fucked up every single category.
Here
Appreciate
we
it. We appreciate it. Oh, it's over now. But I appreciate you, Kind.
damn.
Appreciate you
I
getting all those
disliked you.
votes. But okay.
Wait,
Appreciate
where did I go? Where did I go?
And we'll see.
Oh, here we're back. I was just hiding in the background, I guess. I think it's time to get the hell out of here, don't you think?
I think so.
Public vote is fair, though. Democracy. Get the Russians to vote. All right, we're out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.
Podcast.